Let's see what's wrong with this thing. Freaking car gave out on me last Saturday, so I was pretty much getting off work, warming it up, and then it started shaking really bad, and then the check engine light starts flashing. So I'll show you guys what I just found. So the first thing is taking off the coils to see if anything looks kind of weird. Try to pop this one out, set the camera down so I can kind of show you guys. Here we go. Ha! Soaked in oil. Let's see how bad this one is. Pretty much found oil inside where the spark plugs go on this one and this one. These two right here were pretty dry, but these last two were kind of wet, soaked in oil, so that can't be good. I got the valve cover off, wasn't too difficult, and I can't really tell if like the seals are bad, but definitely oil was coming in through the last two. So I went ahead and ordered the valve cover gasket along with the spark plug seals, brand new from Honda. So I'm gonna be replacing those and see if that fixes the issue with the oil inside where the spark plugs are. And as far as the engine, everything looks pretty good. The fact that there's oil inside this one and this one makes me think that the seals were probably going bad, causing a misfire, and I might have to replace the spark plugs as well. Let's start off with the seals. They don't look cracked or anything, but they do feel hard as hell, so I hope that was the issue. These are the last two, and then these kind of just like fell apart. I did replace the valve cover gasket about 50,000 miles ago, so should still be good, but since I'm already here taking it apart, might as well drop in a new one. That way we don't have any leaks. And yeah, so gonna put the seals back on and put everything back together. Hopefully this works.
They won't even save.
It is saving, huh?
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No way.
Are you gonna do the oil change? You are? Okay. Okay, now that I got the seals back on, time to put it back on the car. Hopefully that was it. These seem to be compressed or need to be compressed with something, but I did my best with my fingers. They're pretty much in there. They're not going anywhere. They're pretty tight. So yeah, gonna throw them back on. These plugs are, again, like about 50,000 miles in, so they're not that old. But yeah, these things were not looking good. These things were soaking wet the first time I took a look at them. Kind of did everything in a hurry because I was out in the parking lot at work, and then I just quickly realized it's not gonna happen. Just get the car towed.
The next day.
So last night didn't go quite as planned. Doing the whole valve cover gasket and spark plug gasket took me a little bit longer. Something really dumb happened. So if you guys have ever taken off spark plugs, you know the socket has a little rubber piece to bring the spark plug back up after you loosen it up. So that piece pretty much went all the way down here, and the socket was no longer able to like loosen up the spark plug. So I had to take that out. It was a pain. I literally spent like the rest of the day trying to take out that little rubber piece, and finally went to the boys at Cartoon Performance, and Jeff was kind enough to let me borrow this pick. So gotta go return that. I'm gonna quickly run down to the auto parts store and buy some new plugs. These things have been on there for about 50 to 60,000 miles, and they look kind of rough to say. So I'm gonna go buy that and then come back and put them on the car, turn on the car, and see if it likes it. Morning, man. Hey, Jeff.
You get it?
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Okay.
Hey, guys. Jeff always hooks it up. Here's a soda for you. I don't know if you like Coke.
That worked, Jim.
Oh, that worked, man.
Okay,
it took me about half an hour because I was like trying to poke on it, but finally it came out.
Yeah, when that happens, it's kind of a mission.
Yeah.
Gotta keep going, though.
Cool, man. So, yeah, guys, this is Jeff. If you guys need anything and are located in SoCal, come hit up Cartoon. Installs, maintenance, anything you guys need. So I ended up swapping out the spark plugs. These things look pretty bad. They only had like 50,000 miles on them. And I also am replacing the coils with these right here. I didn't have enough to buy the OEM ones. Those things are hella expensive. So I just want the car to be running again. That way I can take it to work. This is my daily. Pretty much coil number 1 was my issue. Got that fixed. Car's running good again. I'm gonna go ahead and swap out the rest of the coil packs, put new coil packs, and that should do the trick. Alright guys, so the coil packs are on. Super easy to do, just a lot of work with freaking little plastic that got stuck in one of my spark plugs. I had to fish that thing out. Spent like 3 hours trying to get it out. Bam. Starts right up. Look at that, nice and smooth. There's nothing better than the feeling of when you fix your own car. Brought this thing towed on a tow truck and I was able to figure it out. I knew it was going to be one of the coil packs. It was throwing like a P1399 or something like that. Actually had like 3 or 4 different codes. I think after swapping out the spark plugs, the only code that was left was the P0301 or something like that. I forgot the actual code, but pretty much telling me there was something wrong with cylinder number 1. So went ahead and swapped that out. Everything checked out fine after that, and so that's when I decided, hey, I'm gonna swap out all the coil packs, and it runs pretty smooth now. Car seems to be running fine, back to normal. I didn't notice any difference with these coil packs, so as long as they get the job done, I'm happy with it. This is my daily driver, so I want this car to be as reliable as possible. It's one of the reasons why I haven't supercharged it. I'm so glad I know how to take off like the front bumper on this car, because if I didn't know how to do that with the towing, I would have destroyed my front bumper, and then that would have sucked. My front lip would have been gone. So I'm so glad I did that. Definitely some unexpected money that I had to spend to get the car back up and running. I was saving up for some tires because my rear tires are about to go out. Let me see if I can pick it up. So yeah, those things are pretty much slicks, so not cool when I'm driving, especially at night. Don't want a flat tire or the tire to fail on me. But I should be able to pick up a new pair of tires next week. If you guys like the R32 GTR content, stay tuned because you're not gonna wanna miss this one. Completely changes the look of the car, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next Friday.